October 1789. The revolution had scored political victories, but people were still hungry. And in France, hunger was becoming the most dangerous political force of all.
Thousands of women marched to Versailles, demanding bread.
And demanding that the king stop hiding from the crisis!
When the crowd reached the palace, the monarchy discovered something terrifying. Distance no longer protected power.
In one of the revolution's most dramatic turning points.
The royal family was forced back to Paris, under the eyes of the people. From that moment on, the king wasn't just ruling France. He was living under revolution's supervision.
Then the revolution got more complicated. Once people tear down an old system, the next question is always harder. What comes after?
Monarchs across Europe were terrified that revolution might spread.
And inside France, distrust was growing just as fast.
Then Louis made one of the worst political decisions of the entire revolution. He tried to flee. He was recognized, stopped, and brought back.
And with that, many French citizens stopped seeing him as a reformable king.
And started seeing him as a traitor. Trust collapsed. Moderates weakened. Radicals gained ground.
And the revolution began sliding from reform into confrontation. In 1792, France went to war. Many believed foreign enemies and domestic traitors were working together to crush the revolution. As fear reached a boiling point, paranoia turned lethal. In the September massacres, revolutionaries killed prisoners they believed might join a counter-revolution. Then came the unthinkable.
The former head of the nation was put on trial by his own people. In January 1793, Louis met his fateful end.
The monarchy was no longer wounded. It was dead. The Queen followed later. And with the old regime gone, the revolution lost its biggest target and turned inward. France was now fighting foreign armies, internal rebellions, and economic chaos. The men running the revolution believed only extreme measures could save it. The dream of liberty was colliding with shortages, war, and fear. And fear is where the terror begins.
The incorruptible leader rose as the revolution's cold conscience. A man who believed virtue and terror could work together.
During the Reign of Terror, suspicion became policy.
Thousands were arrested, many were executed, and almost anyone could become an enemy overnight.
Trials became fast. Mercy became dangerous.
And the revolution that had promised justice began consuming people in the name of saving itself. That's the trap revolutions fall into again and again. When fear becomes the system, nobody feels safe, not even the people running it. Robespierre believed he was defending the mutiny.
But by 1794, many around him believed he had become the danger.
In one dramatic reversal, the terror devoured one of its own architects.
The revolutionary leader was arrested and then executed. The terror ended, but stability didn't arrive. Instead came corruption, weak government, and a country exhausted by years of chaos. And in moments like that, history often opens the door for a new kind of leader.
Not a king, not a crowd, but a soldier. A brilliant young general was rising to power.
And while the revolution had shattered old France, he was about to build something new from the ruins.
So what was the French Revolution?
A fight for liberty? A collapse into violence? A warning about extremism? The truth is, it was all of those things. It began with bread, exploded through bad decisions, and ended by reshaping the modern world.
The French Revolution didn't just change France. It changed what people everywhere believed power could be.